EU and US officials have begun holding a series of meetings in Brussels, which will run for most of this week on the controversial TTIP deal. Well, the potential agreement could create a unified free trade zone between Europe and America. And one small town in Belgium is trying its best to resist the negotiations. The town of St. Gilles has declared itself outside of TTIP and expressed deep concerns over key components of the secrecy treaty. And the municipality is not alone, with around 60 others in Belgium adopting similar tactics. RT's Murad Gazdiev explains what's getting people angry about this deal.
World Meet TTIP, the biggest and most radical trade agreement that you've probably heard next to nothing about. No need to fear, though. Here's one of the most detailed explanations available to the public.
These trade agreements are the right thing to do. And if somebody, doesn't agree with that, show me specifically what it is that you're concerned about.
We'd love to, Mr. Obama. Unfortunately, you've classified all discussions, stamped the text virtually top secret, and refused to provide the public with any details. And that's made people very upset. And so concerned citizens have turned to whistleblowers for details. The benefits are obvious. According to estimates, the average European and American worker will be making about $50 more per year, and that's by 2027. As for the fine print, that's at the expense of regulation, food safety standards, workers' rights, European competitiveness, public interest, sovereign power, jobs, and others.
If this trade agreement is brought to life, global corporations will be able to blackmail governments into changing laws that don't suit corporations' interests.
And that's not an exaggeration. In essence, TTIP is a corporation's or bank's dream come true. Here's just one good example. In this draft, TTIP would limit government regulation on banks and corporations to the absolute bare minimum, or else risk being sued for theoretical damages. So it's no wonder that people are rebelling.
Saint-Gilles is just one of 60 Belgian communities to vote against TTIP. We don't want European safety standards in environmental protections to be ended.
Like-minded towns have declared themselves zones outside of TTIP. It's largely a symbolic gesture, though. If Eurocrats push the treaty through, it'll trump all junior legislation.
The treaty is being discussed in absolute secrecy. No one knows what they are talking about.
I don't think TTIP is about America trying to boost its influence. It's the influence in the markets, the influence of transnational corporations, which want to control the world.
We shouldn't have made in the USA just apply to U.S. customers. We want made in the USA sold everywhere, all around the world.
Without bothering to ask the rest of the world, at least for now. Murad Gazdiev, RT.